Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with Sandra Solomon.
Fragrance! Did you
Yay!
just say fragrance?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So it's been some time, maybe not that long, since
No.
our last fragrance haul, and it's time for another one. This time, at least for us, it's a bit smaller.
Yes.
Usually we have like 5 each and something like that, but now we have 5 in total. We thought we would keep it a bit shorter today,
Yeah.
but we have quite a big one coming up quite soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get to it. You know what's going to happen. We are going to open up fragrances that we have bought and quickly let you guys know how we feel about them.
Yes.
So
And I do want to ask you for something as well. Now that we're doing a smaller haul, please tell us in the comments if you prefer them small like this or huge.
Yes.
Or larger. Like
drop it in
other
the
ones.
comments. Now, without further ado, since you have 3 and I
Yes.
only have 2, you can start.
So I'm gonna start with one that you have recommended me so many times because you have some for the men that smells amazing.
Yes.
And this is Girls Can Say Anything
Yes.
from Zadig and Voltaire, and I do like the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy some of the men's ones. So for example, This Is Him is like an awesome one.
Yeah.
But they have quite a few in this sort of a can do anything, can say anything,
Yeah.
be anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to sort of dip your toes into what Zadig and Voltaire have for women.
Yeah.
So, and this is your first one, right?
It is,
Yeah.
and you usually recommend things I like.
So do you have the notes on this one?
Yes, I do. That smells good.
Yes.
Wow,
This is nice.
that smells so good. So we have iris and peony in the top, beautiful. We have tonka beans, which is what came at me. We have vanilla, fern, musk, and amber.
This is really nice. Another good one from Zadig and Voltaire.
Wow, no, you say it like this. Another banger.
Another
from Zadig
banger.
and
Yes, this is
Voltaire.
another banger. I really enjoy this one.
Yes, I think I'm gonna be using this a lot. This
Yes.
is beautiful. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's almost candy-like.
Yes.
And very feminine and romantic, and yeah, very versatile. I will use it to whatever occasion.
Yeah.
To just smell great.
I think this one smells great. And if you enjoy sort of slightly powdery with iris, a floral aspect, and then the vanilla and the tonka together with the musk, that's sort of a combo. So what I'm going to say is, this is not maybe perhaps the most unique blend.
No.
Because it does remind me of other perfumes that I smell.
Yeah.
But it's really well done, and for the price, because I don't think these are super expensive.
No,
I
they're
think
not.
this is a really solid choice. So if you enjoy that sort of a combo of the notes, then you probably know what to expect with this one.
Yeah, and now I haven't tried it, so I don't know about the performance, but it smells like something that will last.
Yes.
So I hope that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So awesome, first one.
Yes.
And now
Good
it's
start.
time for my first one, and I'm gonna go with my my Pomélo Paradis from Atelier Cologne. So I'm gonna be honest, this is not the first time I've
No.
tried this one. I really enjoy it. This is actually, I believe, my second bottle of it now.
Wow.
But that's how much I love it. Even though the first bottle was really small.
Ah, it was a small. I have the
Yeah.
small one, and I'm afraid to use it because I don't want to end the bottle.
I know. This one is so. It's so. Maybe you can spray
I am still getting the whiff from.
the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good one.
It's a good one.
So the notes for this one are pink grapefruit, Calabrian mandarin, black currant, orange blossom, mint Bulgarian rose, vetiver, amber, and iris.
I mean, there is something when you mix, and I said this before, grapefruit and mandarin together. You get that candy-like citrus type of vibe, and it's so
Yeah.
good.
That it's rare for me to really sort of go bonanza. Can you say that? No, I don't think so.
No,
but
but-
like go crazy about a citrusy top. But this is one citrusy top that I think is worth mentioning and worth putting your nose
Yes.
to, because it's so And yeah, this is probably the first time I say that the citrusy top is intoxicating, but
It
it's
is,
almost.
and it's almost like the grapefruit. The grapefruit is candied.
Yeah, there's maybe some sweetness to it. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think this is a stunning scent. It's like freshy, but with a twist.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the longevity is not the best, as is the case with a lot of the ones from Atelier Cologne. But I honestly do not care about this one. I enjoy it for the brief, like maybe an hour that it's on my skin.
Yes, and the beautiful, beautiful opening.
Yes. So this is like a no-brainer when I'm going away on like a beach vacation or on those warm summer days.
Yeah.
And I want something that smells amazing. I bring this one, I bring an atomizer so I can keep up topping it up.
And I mean, you get into the water all the time anyways, so you have to top it up. And now.
So so what do you think? Is it great, good, awesome?
I love this.
Awesome.
I have it. I love wearing it. And the performance, it sucks, but the scent is so good, so it's worth it anyway.
Yes. If you usually enjoy sort of a citrusy fragrances and want something that I think smells truly unique in a fantastic way, make sure you try this one out.
I am still having my Carven journey. So this is my 4th Carven fragrance. I have 4 from them now. And the first one I bought was Carven L'Absolu. And that is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance.
That's the white one?
That's the white one, yes.
Which is your favorite? Or?
It's my favorite, and that's the one who actually made me buy more. But I still haven't found one that I love as much as I love Carven L'Absolu. So I kind of started off with the best one. This is Carven Dans ma bulle, I think.
Dans ma
bulle de fleurs. And I'm sorry about the pronunciation. I am no good at French, but I am good at notes or fragrances sometimes.
So how about I open this one up?
Yes.
Because I'm the best on opening perfume boxes.
You are the most, what do you say, impatient one.
I am.
So these notes are wonderful. So I'm hoping I'm gonna love this. We have rose, pear, green apple, lychee, and mandarin. So really fruity in the opening. Then there's freesia, lotus, sweet notes, and peony. So also some sweet florals and the sweet notes together with that. Musk, cashmere wood, and crystal amber. Please be as good as it sounds.
That was quite broad range of different kinds of notes. Interesting.
You don't like it.
No. I enjoy it. But it's interesting. It's quite busy, it feels like. I had a hard time getting a grip of what it is that I'm actually smelling.
It's good. This is definitely something that is easy to like. It's not mind-blowing. It's not unique. And it's definitely not unique because, unfortunately, it's very close to the other ones. So, I mean, I have 3 in the Dans ma bulle kind of line, and they all are quite similar.
That's not good.
But I mean, I know you don't care about the bottles, but I actually think this is pretty. This is really nice.
It's nice.
I love it.
So I don't think this is a bad one, but what I do think is that it had quite a lot of, the notes says sweet notes. I love sweet notes usually. So when I see sweet notes in a perfume together with a bunch of other notes, I usually get a sense of that this one has potential.
Yeah.
So I usually like it. Then it has pear, green apple, lychee, and mandarin orange. These together should provide something really distinct and unique, because apple, for example, is not the most common note in perfumery. So when I see apple, I usually really want to get a feel of it. Same thing with the pear and lychee. I really want to get a sense of this.
Yeah.
But none of these is really jumping at me and grabbing hold of my nose, because so everything in this feels like so discreet.
Yeah,
which makes it really boring, because if I can't pick up the pear or green apple or the lychee, I'm not going to enjoy it.
No. But I do think that the dry down is going to be better, and I do think it's going to be better because I think it's all I think it's already evolved. to be better.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, that's true. So it has evolved a bit.
And
But
out of the Dama bulle that I have, I think this is the best one yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So just based on this like first impression, and we haven't come that far into dry down.
No.
I think it's a solid release, but to my nose, it's a bit boring, lackluster. I do prefer getting a whiff of something more exciting.
Yeah.
And this is not it.
No.
So yeah,
I
that
agree.
was it. So how do you gonna rate it? Like, is it good, bad, great, awesome, epic?
It's a pleasant fragrance.
Pleasant fragrance.
Yeah. So not mind-blowing, not unique.
mind-blowing. Okay.
I wouldn't buy it again. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
I'll give it away or something.
Okay, whoa. Okay, so not that good. So my next one is I think Paco Rabanne makes great fragrances.
They do.
I have quite a few that I am quite addicted to. My latest addiction from Paco Rabanne is really almost the entire Paco collection, which I think has some stunning fragrances, quite cheap as well.
Yeah.
This one though is the latest flanker to the, I'm gonna say, epic and iconic and almost modern classic 1 Million.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel about 1 Million, no one can deny that it's like a worldwide hit. Every single guy on planet Earth probably has a bottle of it. So this is the Elixir. I'm not sure I mentioned it because I've been yapping so much. Please do spray it on, and I'm going to read up the notes.
I would love to.
So we have...
My leg is going to smell so good after this because I'm spraying down at my leg.
So we have
my God.
Apple Davana, Osmanthus, Damask Rose, Cedar, Vanilla Absolute, Tonka Bean, and Patchouli. Now Davana in perfume, usually when I come across Davana in perfumes, it's something really good.
Yeah.
So please,
I can't really say what it is that I'm smelling, but I love it. It's sweet, it's slightly woody.
Yeah.
But I can't put words on it.
So definitely something woody, that sweetness. This is supposed to have apple in it, but I don't get a huge dose of that.
No.
So this vanilla together with something fruity, I really enjoy it. And even though it's in a way hard to pinpoint exactly all the notes in this one, what in my mind, what I really can pick up is that Paco Rabanne vibe.
Yes.
This one really made me think of Privé.
I was about to say that it reminds me of Privé.
With something sort of woody, sweet, something like this blend that you can't 100% put your finger on because it's quite nice, thick, and beautiful. I really enjoy this one.
This is a great one. Yeah.
And
do you think it's a coincidence that this is Elixir and Dior Sauvage released Elixir?
Yeah, I was just.
Are they
so
having a beef?
Yeah, I think they were looking at like, oh, they did Elixir, which now is like a worldwide hit. And the Dior Sauvage collection is like one of the world's most successful collection of men's fragrances. So I think they were like, we need an Elixir.
What would be the Elixir version of therottenrebel?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
No, do you have?
No, that's why I ask you.
I asked them.
Oh, they.
Our
Okay. So yeah, I really enjoy this one. I really enjoyed Parfum.
Yeah.
I know not everyone of you out there enjoy Parfum, but I think Parfum was really cool because to me it was really different. I really enjoyed Privé, which now it seems like Privé is discontinued. That's quite sad.
Yes.
I really enjoyed Lucky as well. And I think this is like a worthy new flanker.
Yeah.
Really happy to see that it was this good. How do you feel about it?
No, it's absolutely beautiful. And the first time I sniffed it, I liked it straight away.
Nice. So yeah, based on our first impression, Highly recommended. We really enjoy it, and I bet this is going to become another compliment getter. I really look forward to wearing this one.
And now to the last one, and this is actually this was meant for me. I found Versace Crystal Noir, the EDP, and the EDT is all over the place. It's in every store, but the EDP is not so easy to find. I found it, I ordered it, the post office did something wrong, so this went back to the store.
Whoa!
Without me getting it. But the store was nice enough to contact me and ask, do you still want it? We can send it again.
That was nice.
And I was like, yes, please. So it arrived.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is gonna be
And
so
did you say what
fun.
it was?
Yes, I said that it was Crystal Noir.
Okay.
EDP.
EDP.
And that's the important part, because the EDP is supposed to be wonderful and the EDT is, yeah.
Aren't there more, so I'm going to spray it on.
Yes.
So aren't there more flankers in the Crystal collection? I could be
Yes,
wrong.
there are, but I don't like any of them.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, they are not bad, but they are no exciting at all.
Okay.
So the notes in this is going to be quite amazing. We have in the top pepper, ginger and cardamom. Then we have coconut, gardenia, orange blossom and peony, sandalwood, musk and amber. And please tell me you can feel the coconut.
I like it. It has a unique brightness at the top. So it's not citrusy bright.
No.
There's a different kind of
It's
like aromatic,
Yeah.
peppery, spicy.
Yeah, and like the peony also comes in the opening. The
I think
sweet floral notes.
this was a good purchase.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. And no, it's not prominent in the coconut, but it definitely is there in the background.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with this one. It was worth waiting for.
What I really enjoy about that one is that it has the floral aspect pushed into the back, but it's still quite a prominent aspect of it. But that brightness at the top,
it's like it has some watery notes or something, but they are not listed, so it probably doesn't. But to me, the feeling is something like watery notes mixed with those sweet florals.
So yeah, I get the sort of a woody, musky backbone, but it's more musky than woody, at least to my nose.
Yeah.
And then the floral mids, and then that bright top, and I just love the fusion between of the bright top and that floral aspect.
This is really unique.
Really nice. I really enjoy it.
I'm so happy with this one.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
And based on how petite this bottle is, this is like 30 ml, right?
If we have this in like a video in 2 weeks, it's gonna be like half empty.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is that you probably need to like hunt down a new bottle of it, because I have a feeling you are going to burn through this quite quickly.
I will.
Especially like when it becomes a bit when we move more into spring and summer, you will most likely reach for this quite a lot.
I will.
So yeah, that was Crystal Noir. I really enjoy it. How do you feel about it?
I love it.
You love it.
Yes,
Awesome.
stunning.
Nice. So yeah, those were our 5 fragrances. It feels so weird. I was like, are we done already?
Yeah, I want more.
Yeah, I want more as well.
Yeah.
So please do like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you. I really do appreciate all the support you guys been giving me. And please do keep your eyes out for our upcoming fragrance hauls. We will have plenty of them coming all throughout the year. We just got started. Do you have anything to add to this one?
No, just hit us with your comments, because we love getting them. And we are going to try and answer everything. As long as you're not rude.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.